Long before the dinosaurs roamed the Earth, there existed a world so different from our own that it seems almost alien. A world of giant dragonflies, calf-sized amphibians, and towering fern trees that reached up to 40 meters. Welcome to the Carboniferous, a lost world before the dinosaurs. The Carboniferous period lasted from around 360 to 295 million years ago, making it one of the longest chapters in Earth's history. It was a time of dramatic change when life on Earth exploded in both diversity and size. But it was also a world on the brink of catastrophe, with dramatic environmental shifts that would pave the way for the rise of the dinosaurs. But first, let's take a step back and explore this forgotten world for ourselves. The name Carboniferous comes from the Latin word for coal and lime, and it refers to the vast coal swamps that dominated the landscape during this period. Today, these swamps are long gone, but their legacy lives on in the form of coal deposits that stretch beneath much of North America, Europe, and Asia. As we'll see, these swamps were home to some of the most bizarre and fascinating creatures that ever lived. To understand what made the Carboniferous so unique, we have to start with its environment. At the beginning of the Carboniferous, around 360 million years ago, the Earth was still recovering from a mass extinction that had wiped out most of the planet's species just a few million years earlier. But life was already on the rebound. And as the continents began to move into new positions, new environments opened up across the globe. One of the most notable features of the Carboniferous landscape was its vast tropical rainforests, which covered much of the landmass known as Pangaea. These forests were dominated by giant tree-like ferns called lycopods, which grew up to 40 meters tall and formed dense thickets that blocked out the sun. The undergrowth was filled with other types of ferns, as well as horsetails and club mosses, all growing in a thick carpet of vegetation. But the real stars of the show were the giant insects. Thanks to the high levels of oxygen in the atmosphere, which reached around 35% compared to just 21% today, arthropods were able to grow to gigantic sizes. Perhaps the most famous of these mega-insects was the Meganeura, a type of dragonfly with a wingspan of up to 1 meter. These huge dragonflies were not only larger than any insect alive today, but they were also among the largest flying animals of all time. Imagine taking a leisurely stroll through a Carboniferous forest. The air thick with the buzzing of giant dragonflies and the croaking of strange amphibians. Suddenly, you feel the ground shake beneath your feet as a massive creature emerges from the undergrowth. Its skin is slick and moist, its eyes bulge, and it moves with a strange, unsettling grace. It's a predator, and you find yourself frozen in fear as it advances towards you. To get a glimpse of what this might have been like, you can visit the Westphalia region of Germany, where fossils of these creatures have been found preserved in rock. But the Carboniferous wasn't just about giant bugs and creepy crawlies. Underwater, a similar explosion of life was taking place. Sharks were everywhere. In fact, more than 200 species of shark evolved during the Carboniferous, many of them bizarre and terrifying creatures with huge jaws and rows of razor-sharp teeth. Some of these sharks could grow to incredible lengths, with the biggest ones reaching over 12 meters in length. Just imagine swimming through the warm waters of a Carboniferous sea, the sun glinting off the surface above. You're surrounded by colorful coral reefs teeming with strange fish-like creatures. Then, suddenly, a dark shape begins to emerge from the blue. At first, it's just a dark outline, but then it becomes clearer. It's a shark, and it's huge, with eyes like black pits and rows of razor-sharp teeth. Its body is sleek and powerful as it cuts through the water towards you. To experience this terror firsthand, you can head to the famous fossil grove in Mazatlan, Mexico, where petrified palmwood and fossilized shark teeth can be found in abundance. But the Carboniferous wasn't just about big, scary creatures. There were also plenty of weird and wonderful specimens that didn't fit into any of the usual categories. Take, for example, the strange three-eyed amphibians that lurked in the murky shallows. They had one eye always open, always watching for their next meal. Their bodies were long and slender, like eels, and their skin was smooth and slippery. These creatures were among the first true predators to evolve, and they were perfectly adapted for life in the swamps. If you want to see what these strange creatures looked like, you can visit the Natural History Museum in London, where a fossil of a similar species is on display. In short, the Carboniferous was a world unlike any other. The land was dominated by giant insects and strange amphibians, while the seas teemed with huge sharks and other bizarre creatures. But this strange and wonderful world was not destined to last. As the Carboniferous drew to a close, the climate began to change. The lush rainforests of the east gave way to drier, more arid environments, and the giant insects that had thrived in the humid swamps started to disappear. Many of the amphibians also perished, unable to adapt to the changing conditions. But some creatures managed to survive, and they would go on to become the dominant life forms on Earth in the following period, the Permian. But that's a story for another time. For now, let's return to the Carboniferous and marvel at the strange and wonderful creatures that once ruled our planet. What would you like to see covered in future videos? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to support the channel and help bring these videos to a wider audience, consider supporting the channel. It's a great way to get behind-the-scenes insights, early access to videos, and exclusive content. Thanks for joining me on this journey through time. Until next time, keep looking up. And remember, the universe never ceases to amaze. If you love space and science, don't forget to subscribe for more updates. And be sure to check out our other content where you'll find even more amazing journeys through the cosmos. Now it's time to take your exploration of the universe into your own hands. With this incredible app, you can explore the solar system in stunning detail, complete with accurate planetary rotations, realistic night and day cycles, and an astounding 100 million miles to explore. You can even customize your experience with a variety of spacecraft including the Apollo, Saturn V, and SpaceX rockets. Plus, the app includes a wealth of information about each planet, moon, and other objects in the solar system, making it the perfect companion for anyone who wants to learn more about the universe we live in. So, why wait? Download the app today and start exploring the wonders of our solar system. Now available for phones and tablets. Visit the website to get your copy. You've journeyed through the vastness of space with us, discovering the wonders of the solar system and beyond. Your curiosity has no bounds, and your thirst for knowledge is our inspiration. So join us on this incredible adventure and explore the mysteries of the universe. Who knows what wonders await us in the uncharted territories of space?